Hello, my name is Askia Stewart Jr. I'm a photographer and a videographer here in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been living in the desert for 20 years and practicing the art for about 6 or 7 years now. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Man, crazy story. So, my freshman year of high school, I had been playing football and I actually ended up breaking my leg. 13 screws, a plate, and a rod, and I was out of sports for about a year, right? And so it was a very dramatic experience. I slipped into a little bit of depression. I was sad, right? Because sports was my identity. And my mom obviously noticed it, and so she was like, "Hey, let's try and pick up a hobby. Let's find something to do." And so she bought me a camera. It was a little point and shoot Nikon camera that I was just shooting around. And I was like, holy crap, you can make a lot of money with this, or you can, go inspire people, you can impact people, and it's more than just taking pictures, right? And so that's kind of where I started realizing that I had a passion for it. And so, I was playing football and I was getting back into it, and I was getting ready to start and have an amazing comeback season senior year, and play both sides of the field and everything. But the passion of photography and videography took over. So I actually ended up talking to the football coach and being hey, instead of playing for you guys, can I photograph you guys? Which is a very weird conversation to have, but they were all super supportive. And then I was able to kind of build what I did back in high school and got a lot of community support, and the rest is kind of history. My inspiration comes from the little moments of happiness and gratitude that I see when I deliver, the finished product or the finished content to the person. That moment is where I center a lot of my style and just the energy that I put into my work. Honestly, it's regret. I'm really scared of ending up being 70 or 75 years old, right? Just a little older, and looking back on my life and regretting not working hard when I have such amazing resources accessible to me. And so that's just a really scary thought that allows me to make sure that I go to bed every night, feeling accomplished on the day. I believe my friends would describe me as someone who's very loving, compassionate, but at the same time dimensional. I have very different avenues and weapons I can use for different scenarios and cases that not many people may find that they have. But at the same time, I can be a force, but it's not a scary or crazy one. It's one of hopefully lots of positivity, and I hope that through my work and through my actions that a lot of people can see that. Cinematography to me it's an avenue of my consciousness and an avenue of my perspectives on the world, but it's also just an opportunity to be able to impact people and to have some sort of influence in the world, and just an opportunity to leave my mark on the individuals that not only enjoy my work but also mean a lot to me as well. And for me, it's also just a tool to be able to give back. My biggest advice to aspiring photographers and videographers would be to just understand your software. It gets easier as you learn your software and you understand your hardware. Also to maximize what you have. So we have iPhones or Androids that are amazing cameras. Maximize that before you move on to the next one. And then what else? Self-care. Self-care is very, very important. If you're not taking care of yourself mentally or physically, it will be present, and it'll make it a lot harder to be able to really, really love what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you just gotta have fun. You just gotta have fun with it. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day to check out the video. I hope that you learned something about me and that you're able to get something out of it. Make sure that you check out my socials as well as my website where you can hit me up at any time. Make sure that you also love someone today and smile a little bit more.